The stock I want to bring to your attention today is called Canaan Inc. It is a Bitcoin mining stock, and right now I think it's looking really good for a bullish setup. And I will go over the technical analysis and show you some fundamental information to show why I believe this stock has great rally potential going forward. So on the daily chart, the first thing we want to take a note of is that it's trading above the 50-day moving average, and there is a cross on the 20-day and 50-day moving average, so that's a good sign. From here, we can expect it to at least trade up to the 200-day moving average on the daily, which would be look at this, which would be almost like a 33% gain. And then if it starts to rally up even higher, we're looking at potential 90% or 100% double your money from this point on. And I think the stock is like super bullish for like a lot of reasons that I will go over in this video. But the main thing is that as the Bitcoin price rises, this will also put positive pressure on the stock. Because as you can see here, this company holds almost 1,500 Bitcoin. So the price of Bitcoin does directly affect this stock price. And one thing we will know about Bitcoin, if we take a look at Bitcoin really quick, let's take a look at the weekly. Bitcoin printed a new all-time high last week. So usually when Bitcoin prints an all-time high, it goes into price discovery, and it continues to print new all-time highs for the next couple of weeks. And we can see something similar happen to Bitcoin going forward because it just broke the previous all-time high. So then going back to the stock that we're looking at, you can see like it will directly have a positive effect on this stock price. Another thing to note is that you see the stock, if we take a look at the weekly, it's trading near its all-time low. So that's also a very good sign. Look at all the good signs. Trading near an all-time low. This week we had the greatest volume, and even on the weekly, it's about to break the 20-day moving average. And pretty much the way it works is that the moving average for the weekly is stronger than the moving average for the daily, the 4 hours. So if it breaks a moving average on the weekly, that's a stronger sign than if it breaks the same moving average on the daily or 4 hour, 45-minute chart. So a lot of good signs. And then another thing I want to show you, I remember on this channel, we always take a look at the fundamental. So you see the short float is still very high. Short ratio is relatively, it's okay. So that just means it'll take about a day for the short sellers to cover the position if the stock starts to rally. But the short float is very high. And then if we take a look at like this is why I bring you like the best stocks on the channel. Like it has to meet so many different criteria for me to make a video. And if you check my track record, you'll see every time I post a video, like within like a week or two, the stock trades up 50%, a lot of times even over 100%, because I know exactly when to find a stock when it's at its greatest point to take a position. So another amazing thing, because a lot of times you'll see stock that have like what's called a double bottom or triple bottom, but this stock had multiple bottoms. So this price point is acting as a very, very strong support, which is a very good sign. And then if we take a look at the 4 hour, or yeah, that's 45-minute. Let's take a look at the 4 hour. You see on the 4 hour, it's on the cusp of printing a golden cross, which is when the 50 crosses over the 200, which would be a amazing bullish sign for the stock. It's already, the 20 is already crossing up over the 50 and the 200, but I think around next week it will print a golden cross, if not next week, the week after. But overall, this stock looks very bullish. It's a very bullish setup, and everything is working in its favor, especially the price of Bitcoin going up will dramatically positively affect the price of this stock going up. And another thing I want to show you is the options market. So if you have been watching my video, you know like the first thing I do to find amazing stocks to bring you guys is that I screen the options market to look for discrepancies, where like I look for where there's more activity on one side of the option than the other side. In this case, specifically on the call side and the put side. And so like take a look at just visually, take a look at this. There's like almost no action, no activity on the put side. No one expects anything to happen. But on the call side, look at this insane volume and open interest or options activity on the call side. So a lot of people are expecting this stock to rally up above $1 or even like $1.50. So that's a really good sign on top of everything else that I've shown you. So again, I think this is a very undervalued stock that's setting up for a massive rally. Again, nothing I say is financial advice or trading advice. Please do your own research, but I'm personally feel very comfortable taking a position here. And remember, if you watch my videos, you know I tell you I will never make a video telling you when to take an exit. So that's something you have to come up on your own. I suggest like if you're 20% of the profit, exit, or if you are 15, whatever your risk tolerance is, exit whenever you feel satisfied. But don't think the rally will continue. If you're in the profit, if you're like 50% of the profit, don't think the rally will continue. So exit whenever you are in the profit and just like lock in some profit if you get in like this early. So the way I personally am going to play this is that I am going to first take some profit at this price point, $1.23, which I would be very happy with. That's almost like a 40% gain. But if at this price point I see that it's not acting as a resistance and it's just blowing right through it, then I will feel comfortable taking a profit. Like I don't want to like wait till it gets exactly $1.74, but like anywhere above like $1.50, I would feel comfortable taking a profit. Even at that point, I'm looking at an 80% gain, which is massive, massive. Just a little side note on this stock called Opendoor. I first made a video like right here where I have the green line drawn, and look at what happened since then. Since then, the stock just rallied like 230%. And all the stocks I'm bringing you, I made a video about Tilray brands earlier today, and look at the setup. Look at how similar the setups look, where it starts to trade above the 50-day moving average and on its way to test the 200-day moving average. So take a look at like where take a look at this right here. Yeah, see how amazingly similar it looks. Again, like usually when we look at the technical indicators, it's I believe like as an indication, as like trying to predict the trend, it's more powerful than anything else. Like yes, news will drive price movement a lot, but usually the technical setup will give you a hint, or like the technical setup usually has to be there before like a news event can like move the price drastically. And I can show you like many examples of that. Like for example, like if the stock was trading right here like below the both 20-day, 50-day, 200-day moving average, and like some amazing news came out, yeah, it might just for one day come up and test the 200-day moving average, but then it'll just drop right back down because the price pressure is in there. So like when we take a look at the moving average and the technical setup, that's the best indicator. So any positive news that comes out going forward would only support this technical setup and make the price continue to rally. So I hope you like this video. I try to bring you great undervalued stocks on this channel. So please give this video a like, subscribe, turn on your post notification, interact with me in the comment section. I right now, because the channel is so small and like not a lot of people comment, I treat it like a chat room. So just you could just say hi in the comment section. I just want to have a conversation with anyone. I just want to have a conversation. I want to know like what you think about this stock. What made you want to research this specific stock, or like did you just find it on the sidebar and click on it? What made you want to click on this video and watch it? And what do you think about the information? So please interact with me in the comment section. Please just do me one favor and leave a like on this video. And if you like information like this, please subscribe, turn on your post notification, and I'll see you on the next video. Thank you for watching.